The most interesting story I can tell about Craig is the night we were wrapping up the Bitmap 1 proposal, and we had two partners and one director at the McLean office collating documents and putting together binders. We had a lot of fun that night, and I remember Craig naming me the bookbinder's daughter, which will always be a fond memory for me. It's been a great opportunity working with Craig. I have learned a lot, and I really hope we get a chance to work together again soon.
You know, Craig was, of course, the LCSP when I showed up here with the transaction in 2009, and really was my introduction to the whole Deloitte environment, and it was a great experience. First thing I was involved with was the Bitmap proposal, which was an excellent opportunity not only to learn more about Craig and his style, but about all of the leadership team and the Concerto team, frankly, up here at G300. So it was a great introduction, and have had a fabulous run since then, really on the foundation that Craig helped to establish. So best of luck as he moves into his new role.
One thing that I think a lot of people don't recognize about Craig is that, you know, in his position, he doesn't just sort of oversee things and, you know, make an appearance and then move on. He gets in the weeds sometimes. I've worked on some proposals where we're working on level of effort estimates. We have everything displayed on the screen, and we're looking at each individual hour, you know, trying to figure that out. So he's saying, instead of 1.25, let's go with 1. Okay, and this one's 0.7. No, make this one 1 hour, and you know, he covers it all. You know, he's in there in the weeds. He's there late at night.
So the best piece of advice Craig ever gave me. We were doing the CERT proposal, and we had been through what we affectionately call wall walks. So imagine every page of the volume taped on the wall entirely across the Elk Ridge office. But that was my opportunity to get in front of Craig, ask him some questions, and get feedback on what we were doing in the management volume. So this one section we've been going round and round on and making, you know, decision after decision. Asked him my questions, and he gave me a completely different answer than he had given me 2 days previous. And I'm like, Craig, that's completely different. He said, well, if you stop asking me questions, I'll stop giving you different answers. I think working with Craig has been a learning experience, a ton of fun. He is a patient guy and very thoughtful in how he approaches the work. And I've learned a lot, and I will definitely miss working with him on a day-to-day basis, but hope to work with him as I start to sell stuff at the other agencies.
I remember when Craig first came to the project, he was sitting in our meetings, and he was so quiet. He didn't really say a whole lot. Come to find out, he was listening. He was listening to all of us, and now that he's leaving, I call him my 3C leader. I know that he cared, and he was very collaborative, and he challenged us in our processes especially. He really added a lot to our project team, and I'm really happy for his leadership. Thanks, Craig.
As we all know, Craig sometimes comes off a little bit laid back, a little low-key at times, but he's actually very, very competitive, and I think he's shown throughout his leadership at G300. You know, we've had a lot of great wins up here, and I think Craig's helped drive a lot of those. But I think one story in particular that comes to mind in Craig's competitiveness was a number of years ago. We had a leadership event within Deloitte, and so we all knew the event was coming up, and we were going to be divided into a number of different teams, and we were going to compete against each other over the course of a couple of days. Well, Craig was very, focused on making sure that he was going to win this event, his team was going to win. So he strategized over a course of a couple of weeks and really came up with a plan to make sure that his team was successful. So we all got together, started the events. It was very competitive, very close, going to come right down to the end. And in the end, Craig was very successful in being on the winning team, and in fact was on the winning team. Now some might say he had an interesting strategy because frankly, he just went out and joined every single team that was out there. So he was on the winning team, but that was how he won. No, I just want to say, Craig, good luck to you in your new leadership position in the firm. I look forward to more success from you and making sure you're on the winning team.
Craig, thanks a lot for all your leadership at G300. It's been great working with you, and I look forward to working with you again in the future as you continue in your new role as the LCP for Intel. Congratulations, and we'll talk soon. Bye.
Whatever. So Craig, we all just want to thank you so much for your leadership over the last handful of years. It's been almost 3 since you and I have had a chance to work closely together, and it's been a really great experience. There's been lots and lots of great new white space that we've gotten into, lots of wins, a few heartbreaks. We won't mention that though. And in the end, I think we're so much stronger as an account. You're not going anywhere very far. You as the new LCP will still be very much involved in what's going on here. But I personally would like to thank you for everything that you've done for me, supportive in all of our new ventures together. And I'm sure you're going to have a great next leadership role as time goes on. So we from the G300 account want to thank you very much for your LCSP leadership.